Okay, so I am back from Europe. My TBR is so full. It hasn't been this full in ages and I'm kind of loving it. But also like, it's so full and it's a little bit overwhelming. So let's hope we can chop down a little bit in August. Okay, let's get right into it and pick our first one. And this is also the last month of winter in Australia, so I'm definitely going to be picking trying to pick some winter reads just that I really want to get to before winter's over. Okay, been on TBR for over a year. Let's go get my reading journal. I don't think I'm particularly aiming to get through any of these in winter. Ooh, wait, maybe. Okay, so I crossed them out when I finished reading them, but the ones that aren't crossed out, those are all the books that are on my TBR that are over a year old. I do really want to get to Tales from the Cafe before winter is over, because this is just such a wintry feeling read. And none of the others are really jumping out at me. It's a lot of romances, really, that I just haven't read yet, or literary fictions. But this was on my TBR last month and I didn't read it. So this is definitely my sign. I really want to get to it before winter's over. This is the second book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. And I wasn't really the biggest fan of the first book just because I didn't really read it at the right time. I was reading it in the middle of a series and I was kind of just like, okay, I really want to get through this and like get this out of the way so I can continue that series. So it kind of like impeded my reading experience, but I still really did enjoy it anyway, which really just speaks to how good that book was. And I really hope like this changes my perspective. Oh good, there's a map of characters because I've absolutely completely forgotten everyone. Okay, so this is about, I'm sure you've seen, Before the Coffee Gets Cold somewhere. It's a literary fiction. I want to call its like main genre perhaps. But it's also a time travel, so people come into this cafe and they go back in time to talk to dead loved ones and like things they regretted and try to like fix that or like get some closure, but they have to come back before the coffee gets cold. Otherwise they're stuck in the past, I think, or something happens. I can't completely remember. And you just get a bunch of short stories about a bunch of different people's lives in the cafe, and I really did like the first book, so I really want to read this before winter's over because this is just such like a sit down, read in one sitting in winter sort of read, and I just want like a day where I can just do that. But also I did just start the school semester, the uni semester, so I don't really have that much free time, but this sounds very fun. Anyway, so that is my first pick. A mystery / thriller. That's really good because I've actually been really in the mood for mysteries and thrillers recently. It's been very weird. I read 2 in a row before my current read and that was just crazy for me. Okay, so mystery and thrillers are from here to here. We don't have that many. We really don't actually. Well, I could finally continue The Housemaid. It's been a while since I read the first book, or I could continue this series. These are both second books. This is the second book in the Thursday Murder Club series, and I actually have been looking at this more often. So the Thursday Murder Club is about a club in a retirement home with 4 of the retirees that have a murder club, and every Thursday they come together and discuss cold cases. But then a murder happens in the retirement home and they start investigating that, and that was the last book. And I think this time it has to do with a diamond heist, and it was all very fun and just like a different perspective from older main characters rather than a bunch of like teenagers or people in their 20s, which is where I am at in life, but like a different perspective is always nice. So I think I'm gonna go with this. And again, mystery and thriller, it's such a mood for the winter. And this is blue too, so. Book number 3. Ooh, okay. 1 word title. It's a shame, like, no fantasies. Like, I try to have 1 word titles. Okay. The only fantasy with a one-word title is Gallant, and I have been looking to read this in winter because it is such an atmospherically winter read. It's about a haunted house, I think. And then Yes Dear and Icebreaker. I think that's it, yeah. But I think I'll probably go with this because this is just such a wintry mood. Okay. 14-year-old Olivia Pryor is missing 3 things: a mother, a father, and a voice. Her only companions are the ghouls she sees and her mother's journal, which captured a mind in turmoil. Like, that just sounds amazing, but also she's really young for a main character. Like, we don't usually get 14-year-old main characters. That's really young. Until she receives a letter from an uncle she's never met, summoning her to his estate, Gallant. But when she arrives, she discovers her uncle is dead and the estate is empty, save for her cousin Matthew and the servants. Gallant is a house of secrets, a house sitting in lonely vigil, a place where the ghouls are powerful. As Olivia searches for answers about her family, her past, she discovers a dark reflection of everything she knew, an ancient realm where ghosts take form and the Dark Master sits waiting for her. Like, you can't tell me that is not a winter read, or more like autumny. But autumn's already passed and I'm not waiting a year to read this, so it's now a winter read. So yes, I definitely think I'm gonna go for that. Yes Dear will read eventually, but it's not strictly a winter read. So my winter reads are more on my priority TBR at the moment. Oh yes, okay. Prettiest colour. Ooh, especially because I just bought a few like newer fantasies. Like, look at that. That looks actually stunning, but also is an oceany book really the winter mood? Will this turn into a prettiest winter cover edition? It's highly likely. You know, it's highly likely. Ooh, okay. The Songbird and the Sorrows is pretty cute. I could do the next Emily Wilde book, but that's more cute than pretty. That I could do the Priority of the Orange Dragon. That is pretty beautiful. Ooh, I have just bought that and I am really interested in it. Not me taking my whole TBR off my shelf. Yes Dear is pretty. Ooh, as long as the Lemon Tree goes, that's also pretty. Okay. And the romance is kind of boring, so not me with a whole stack of books. Do I like actually pick the prettiest, or do I pick the one I want to read the most? What's giving winter? Well, Emily Wilde is giving the most winter, but it's cute, not pretty, so put that one back. But what one do I want to read the most? I do kind of want to dive into the Priority of the Orange Tree. It's been a while since I've read a chunker and I miss them. But also Daughters of the Deep, I just bought this and it sounds very interesting. Oh, Daughters of the Tide. Okay, this is like, I hate it when it's a hard decision because I don't particularly want to read like any of these right now. But I would read any of these like in a few weeks, I feel like. But I really just hope this isn't set in summer because I don't think it says on the back. Yeah, it doesn't say if it's set in winter or not, like winter or summer, because if this is in summer, it's really not going to be the mood. But it looks wintry and it sounds so atmospheric. Okay, not admitting, not really feeling the sentiment. This is just so pretty. I think this is prettier than this, the colour, so close call, but I think I'm going to go. Oh, am I though? Okay, I think this is the prettier cover. I think this is more beautiful. I would use the word beautiful for that and pretty for this. So we're gonna go Priority of the Orange Tree. Okay. Number 5. A book that intimidates me. Okay, this is the winter book that intimidates me the most. Oh no. I'm just like, I really need to get it out of my head. Like, I can read this, but that doesn't automatically mean I need to read the Lord of the Rings right away. Like, okay, so just for a little bit of background, I have not read, watched, or consumed like anything Lord of the Rings related ever. I didn't start reading books until I was 16. I kind of hated books before that. And my family were more Harry Potter people. So, and this just seemed, this is such a winter mood, okay? A children's classic and the prelude to the Lord of the Rings. Whisked from his comfortable hobbit hole by Gandalf the Wizard and a band of dwarves, Biblo Baggins finds himself caught up in a plot to raid the treasure hoard of Smaug Magnificent, a large and very dangerous dragon. I need to read this. I need to read this in winter, okay? And hopefully this will finally get the message across and I will finally pick it up. New release. Now, I don't have any of like my anticipated releases on there because as we all know, there is a huge new release section like September, October, November, which is like full, I think, in like all the other countries in the world beside Australia, because that's spring in Australia. Anyway, I don't have any of my anticipated releases on here, but I think some of them are still newer releases. Well, The Ballad of Fallen Dragons is. I've been I read When the Moon Hatched like ages ago, so I've been re-listening and I got to like 6 hours left before we went away to Europe, and then I haven't picked it up since. But like, but a lot of people say like this is such a good book. Okay, that's new release. I wonder, is this a new release? I think it might be. Yeah, it says 2026. So that's a new release. I don't think any of the others are. This might be new. But these are like oceany books and like, no, that's 2024. Oh yes, none of these are really giving winter. Besides the, do I just do it? I really do need to finish the audiobook, but at the same time I am re-listening to Harry Potter and that's more of a winter like thing. Hello. Are you eating my book? Girl, get off. Maybe I should do this. But like, then I have to listen to the last like 6 hours. But I really want to listen to Harry Potter. I know, my life is so hard. Okay. Just to like get it more like into my priority, like just to bring it to my attention more, I'm gonna put this on my TBR. Okay, so this is my August TBR. I can't believe it's August. Like, what do you mean? Pretty good selection. 4 fantasy, 1 mystery thriller, and 1 literary fiction-ish. It's kind of a little bit of a genre bender, isn't it? Anyhow, I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!